fundsupermart.com.
In which market segment Nomura finds particularly attractive within US equities?
At the moment, we are still very excited on the technology and to some extent the industrial space. I think we are living in a period whereby technology changes and new products, new software. People talk about artificial intelligence. All that is coming on very quickly. Every day there's so many new things. Companies trying to compete away on e-commerce. So I think that part we are still seeing some continuous momentum. I think people will see that earnings will come through for a lot of these companies, and that should continue to do well. Industrial as well to some extent, because what we have seen is finally having seen almost post-global financial crisis, almost a decade of very slow growth. So global economy is growing, but very slow, until 2017, whereby people use the word synchronized growth globally. Now we are into a second year, and I think that momentum continues, and we see a lot of industrial and late cycle companies who are finally feeling more positive, more willing to invest, and hence you will again see all this coming through in the year to come. And partly that's also helped by what's going on, since you mentioned US, is a tax reform by President Trump and the Republicans. What that has done is also channel a lot of money back into the economy. So companies that have saved money from tax are one, looking to pay shareholders more. Number two, spend more on investment. And number three, give more to the staff in terms of special one-off bonuses. So when all these things go into the economy, you're going to see another round of very strong and sustainable growth.
What are the kind of companies that Nomura favors within UK equities? Could you give us one or two examples?
UK is a bit of a different market because, unfortunately for UK, there's still the whole Brexit overhang on the economy. Every day you read about politics. How are they going to deal with that? So it's natural that people have a bit more of a negative impression or expectations on UK. We don't look at a market and say we invest in these stocks, but we try to look for stocks that are good regardless whether they're in UK, US, wherever. But just happen that we have some names in UK that the team likes. So there's a company that does industrial services where they supply to your food and catering globally. So an MNC company that's whether you set up a mining company or in your mine, or whether you set up a factory, they are the one who does all these catering works. And why we like is because it's a very good and sustainable business, feeding the workers. It's also a very fragmented market, maybe 2 or 3 big players, but this market is being consolidated gradually. Every year they are buying up small companies in the local markets. So when they consolidate, naturally you enjoy scale benefits. At the same time, it's more of a structural. So with a good economy, markets consolidating, and it's more quite a defensive business, food catering. We actually like this company. It's called Compass Group.
Currently, there are also increasing interest in ESG investing among investors. How is Nomura integrating ESG with the growth of their assets under management?
We have established quite a few things. So in 2013, in 2011, we have signed up as a United Nations Principle of Responsible Investment signatory. We are one. And in 2013, we already started to integrate in our investment process, especially for developed markets and in Japan, ESG analysis in all our stocks. So we also set up a committee headed by our Tokyo colleague, and he has 7 under him, 7 subordinates under him, just to focus on ESG for Nomura globally. Initially for Japan, make sure that's done well, then working with all the other offices to make sure that the process is across all Nomura offices. And we also have a committee that's set up that involves like ourselves in here, our London office, whereby we meet, quarterly to run through all the ESG work that we have done, areas that we need to do more, how and who we have engaged, the follow-ups. So, a lot more are being done. There are potentially also new products that involve ESG-centric investment in the horizon.